Now the world's most valuable company
of artificial intelligence, and one company's name seems to pop up more than others here, NVIDIA.
AI platform than a chip maker. It has an interconnected set of hardware, software, and services that support AI applications.
NVIDIA's new tech is terrifyingly powerful. In just 5 years, they've boosted their graphics performance by 1,000 times. Now their latest AI-powered GPUs can blast through complex tasks in minutes. Tasks that used to take hours. But what if this unstoppable tech revolution leads us into dangerous territory? Let's dive into the potential risks and rewards of NVIDIA's cutting-edge technology and explore how it could shape our future in unexpected ways. A 1,000-fold leap in performance. Let's take a closer look at the potential dangers of NVIDIA's cutting-edge technology and how it might become a significant threat to humanity. Ray tracing, which is the process of simulating how light interacts with surfaces, has always been a tough challenge in computer graphics. 6 years ago, rendering a detailed scene would take hours. Today, with modern technology, that same process only takes a fraction of the time. This speed increase happened because of a shift from using traditional CPU processing to more advanced GPU processing with NVIDIA's CUDA technology. Initially, this change cut down processing times from hours to minutes, marking a major step forward in graphic technology. But NVIDIA isn't stopping there. They're exploring new possibilities by using AI to bring static images to life. They have plans to use generative AI to create digital avatars that look and act like real people. These avatars could make virtual interactions much more immersive and realistic, mimicking human expressions and movements. But what do all these tech advancements mean for you and me? Imagine playing video games with graphics that look as real as the world around you, or having digital meetings where the avatars mirror every subtle expression, making it feel like you're truly face-to-face. Architects and designers could instantly create complex 3D models, changing how buildings and products are designed. Movies might be made with fewer expensive special effects as rendering times drop dramatically. And this leap in processing power could also bring advancements in fields that rely on heavy computing. Scientists, for example, could run complex simulations in seconds, whether they're predicting weather patterns or modeling new drugs. The possibilities are vast, with impacts that could touch many industries, from entertainment and design to science and medicine. NVIDIA's recent developments point towards a future where AI plays a major role in enhancing our interactions with digital worlds. As computers get faster, they also get smarter and more efficient, handling tasks that once seemed too complex or time-consuming. But here's the catch. All this progress isn't without its challenges. NVIDIA has also introduced a new tool called the ACE Avatar Cloud Engine, which is designed to make digital characters move and talk just like real people. This tool is packed with advanced features, such as voice recognition that understands what you're saying and text-to-speech that allows it to respond. It also includes something called natural language understanding, which means it can grasp the meaning behind your words, not just the words themselves. All of these features are part of what is known as a large language model, a sophisticated AI that processes and understands language. When you speak, the ACE Avatar Cloud Engine can make an avatar's face move as if you were speaking. And it doesn't stop there. It also picks up on your emotions based on your voice and facial expressions, using this information to animate the avatar's gestures. Imagine talking to a character that not only responds to you, but seems to truly understand and interact with you. Let's see how NVIDIA is changing gaming with its advanced AI. Real faces, real conversations. It gestures like a real person when it talks. A robot manages this entire interaction. The technology behind it is called ray tracing, which makes everything look incredibly lifelike in real time. NVIDIA didn't just create a tool, they built characters with their own unique stories. One character might tell you about running a ramen shop, while another could be part of a video game storyline. You just walk up to them, start a conversation, and these AI characters respond as if they were real people. Their faces move realistically while they talk, which shows how much potential this has for gaming. NVIDIA says you can program these characters to know specific information, like facts about a particular subject, and you can even change their appearance and behavior. This means no two games would be exactly the same. They're trying to show that these AI characters are not just fun to interact with, but also look natural and believable. They believe this is what video games will look like in the future, But NVIDIA's vision goes beyond gaming. They're talking about a new way to create software. Today, computer programmers don't just write code by hand. They work with huge AI systems like the ones NVIDIA is developing. They compare it to factories. Just as there are factories that build cars or computers, NVIDIA imagines factories that create AI. These aren't typical factories with machines and assembly lines. They're more like data centers full of powerful computers that design and run AI systems. In the future, NVIDIA believes every major company will use these AI factories to develop their own smart technologies. Right now, it's people who come up with new ideas and knowledge. NVIDIA's big idea is that in the future, machines will do a lot of this creative thinking for us. Every big company could have its own system to create new products and solutions powered by AI. This vision of a future led by AI might sound like science fiction, but NVIDIA takes it very seriously. They believe that advances in AI will change everything from how games are played to how businesses operate. The idea is that as these AI systems get smarter, they will take on more tasks, and our interactions with digital technology will become more complex, seamless, and natural. But this isn't the only challenge. They admit it's unclear how fast or smoothly all this will happen. While the technology is advanced, it's uncertain if it will be widely adopted. And there's also the question of how this technology will work across different industries without facing major issues. At the start of their presentation, they showed some impressive computer graphics to grab everyone's attention. They then explained how researchers from the University of Toronto, Alex Krzyzewski, Ilya Sutskever, and Jeff Hinton, have made big strides in improving the abilities of artificial intelligence and deep learning networks. This research led to the creation of ChatGPT, a tool that, according to NVIDIA, many people have already used. They say their software can now understand and learn from almost any type of structured information, whether it's text, sounds, images, or even complex data like physics, proteins, DNA, and chemicals. But that's not all. They then turn the conversation to another exciting development they're passionate about: generative AI. This technology is about teaching AI to understand different kinds of information and use that understanding to create new content. Imagine being able to give a simple command, and an AI can turn text into an image or even a model of a protein. This technology can also convert information between different formats, like turning pictures into 3D models or transforming videos into new ones. NVIDIA claims this is the first time AI has been able to do so much in so many different areas that seemed out of reach before. Now NVIDIA introduces us to a new era of computing filled with both opportunities and challenges. The dawn of NVIDIA's AI revolution. But NVIDIA isn't just talking about the technology itself. They're also pointing out their partnerships with around 1,600 new generative AI startups. This suggests that we're stepping into a new era of computing. They believe that this new kind of computing will not only improve the technologies we already have, but also create entirely new ones. Part of why these technologies are growing so fast is because they're easy to use and can be applied in many fields. However, while all this sounds exciting, there's a chance that NVIDIA might be exaggerating their success. They describe a future where their AI technologies are smoothly integrated across various sectors, making big impacts almost overnight. But is this really possible? Are different industries ready to handle such advanced technologies? But this isn't the only concern. What about the ethical issues that come with AI, especially in sensitive fields like biotechnology and healthcare? Is it really wise to rely so much on AI for important tasks? NVIDIA's vision of the future includes AI becoming a central part of every major business, much like factories were during the Industrial Revolution. They imagine AI factories that are as common as any major production facility today, influencing everything from entertainment to business and research. However, this raises more questions. What will happen to jobs that AI can do faster and more efficiently? What challenges will companies face in learning and adapting to these new technologies? While NVIDIA's advancements are indeed impressive, we should consider how these technologies will actually be used in everyday life across different sectors. It's important to be cautious about the idea of a technological utopia where AI solves every problem without creating new ones. The reality of putting such advanced technology into practice might be more complicated than NVIDIA suggests. Take, for example, the breakthroughs in 1964. IBM launched a significant computer system called System 360, and AT&T introduced its first image phone. This phone was advanced for its time, able to encode, compress, and send video over regular phone lines. When you think about it, the basic steps in video calls today are still the same. Compress the video, send it, and decompress it on the other end. Videos now make up about 65% of all the data sent over the internet, but the way we handle this data hasn't really changed in over 60 years. Given this lack of progress, NVIDIA is introducing a fresh idea. What if generative AI could change how we manage video communication? They believe the future will be all about 3D communication made possible by AI. The tool they're focusing on is NVIDIA Maxine 3D, powered by what they call the NVIDIA Grace Hopper superchip. This new setup aims to turn ordinary video calls into 3D experiences without needing any special devices or software. What's exciting is that this could all be done using the regular 2D camera on most phones and computers today. NVIDIA claims that with the Grace Hopper's processing power, Maxine 3D can take simple 2D videos and turn them into 3D visuals using cloud-based technology. This could make video calls feel like you're right in the same room as the person you're talking to. You might be able to change your view, make eye contact that feels real, and even use animated avatars that speak languages you don't know. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but NVIDIA believes it's a possibility in the near future. But here's where it gets tricky. Is this complex 3D communication really what we need for everyday calls? Or is it just another case of technology being pushed because it's new and sounds exciting? There are also concerns about privacy and how strange it might feel to interact with avatars that can act and speak in ways you can't. And while NVIDIA claims no new hardware or software is needed, it's hard to imagine these advanced features working smoothly on an older laptop or phone. Next, we'll explore if NVIDIA's new tech can move from demos to daily use. NVIDIA's 3D revolution in communication. This brings up a bigger question. Will NVIDIA's new technology really take off? The tech industry has a habit of promoting cool new tools that end up being more about show than actual use. The real challenge for NVIDIA's 3D video calling technology will be whether it can move beyond being an interesting demo to something that genuinely improves how we communicate. Now think about how this new 3D technology could change our communication, making digital meetings and calls feel more lifelike. If this tech becomes widespread, it could revolutionize more than just how people chat online. It could transform everything from virtual business meetings to how doctors consult with patients remotely. The potential is huge, but so are the challenges to make it work for everyone. It's not just about making calls more interesting, it's about bringing major AI advancements into everyday life without making things complicated or invading privacy. While NVIDIA's vision is bold and their technology is impressive, the path to everyday use could be more challenging and full of questions than their optimistic outlook suggests. But this isn't the whole story. With Maxine 3D and Grace Hopper, NVIDIA is aiming to turn regular video calls into something out of a sci-fi movie thanks to 3D technology. They're offering us a future where chats and meetings become more engaging because they're fully immersive. Imagine feeling like you're right there with someone, even when you're miles apart, all through your phone's screen. This ambitious vision relies on some really advanced technology with AI at the core, doing things that seem almost unbelievable. NVIDIA claims this AI can create every word spoken in a video call, which means old data methods might soon be outdated. Data compression headaches are now a thing of the past with NVIDIA's system. It captures, transmits, and reconstructs conversations in real time, even translating languages on the fly with a feature they call the Universal Translator. NVIDIA isn't stopping at video calls. They're pushing into every tech field, from science projects to teaching AI systems to talk like humans, improving cloud services, and speeding up video processing. They claim their equipment can process images 24 times faster than older CPUs and at just 5% of the usual cost. Their ambitions extend further with digital twins, virtual copies of real-world objects. Future robots might not only tell you what to do, but show you how it will be done before they start. They believe AI and robotics will change everything, from large factories to home gadgets. But there's more to consider. Can NVIDIA really deliver on these big promises? As they move forward, questions arise about whether these bold visions can become reality. How will traditional industries adapt to AI and robotics? What happens to jobs replaced by machines? These changes may solve some problems, but could create new ones. NVIDIA uses advanced software to ensure robots behave according to the laws of physics, similar to how AI improves over time through reinforcement learning. They leverage tools like NVIDIA Omniverse to create virtual environments where AI can practice and learn. Additionally, NVIDIA has launched Omniverse Cloud, allowing users to access digital versions of places like factories directly from their browsers. This detailed recreation uses real data to show exactly how these factories operate, providing a glimpse into the future of digital interactions and industrial management. Moving ahead, let's look at how NVIDIA's technology is transforming how we work and collaborate. Bridging worlds. The Omniverse Cloud is an exciting new tool that lets people work together from anywhere in the world in a shared digital space. Imagine someone in Germany and another person in the USA looking at the same virtual factory. One person might be taking notes while the other is adjusting equipment in the virtual model. These changes happen instantly, no matter where each person is. This means they can work together as if they were in the same room, even though they're far apart. NVIDIA's work with AI and these digital tools is a clear sign of how much technology is changing how we work and connect. The ability to combine real-world data with virtual environments and collaborate in real time is breaking down the old limits on what businesses can achieve. But this isn't just about making work faster or easier. It's about creating new ways to work, learn, and even build things we haven't thought of yet. These technologies do more than just make existing tasks more efficient. They open up entirely new possibilities. For example, designers can try out changes in a virtual space before making them real. Engineers can test how new machines might work without having to build them first. Teams across the globe can come together to solve problems and improve designs in ways that would be much slower or impossible if they had to be in the same location. This shift in how we collaborate could also greatly impact education and training. Imagine students or trainees engaging in realistic simulations of workplaces or labs, getting hands-on experience without the risks and challenges of doing it in the real world. The possibilities are vast, from simulating medical procedures to planning new cities or designing new products. NVIDIA is truly changing how factories and production lines are built and managed. Picture a team in California rearranging a factory that's over 6,000 miles away using Omniverse. It's like playing a video game where you drag and drop the equipment you want, wherever you want it. But here's the amazing part. It's incredibly fast, with a delay of only 34 milliseconds, which is almost instant. Omniverse isn't just another design tool. No extra drawings or art are needed. Users simply upload their complete design file into Omniverse, open a web browser, and start adjusting their factory settings right there. The system takes care of the lighting and physics, making everything look and behave as it would in the real world. And soon, it won't just be people using this system. NVIDIA plans to let AI, specifically generative AI, help with the design process. This means that AI could soon assist in creating these virtual worlds, making them even more detailed and complex. For example, if you placed a model of a bottle in this virtual environment, the AI could help you adjust its appearance so it fits perfectly into different settings, like a cozy, stylish digital bathroom. But that's not all. Will technology advancement ultimately overshadow human roles, leaving a society overly dependent on AI? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more.